feel like, here's the thing, family. I don't think I see a lot of teamwork in relationships today. I think that, a good team means that both parties, not just one, both parties have to sacrifice. Both parties have to be willing to sacrifice. Both parties have to be willing to compromise. Both parties have to be willing to play a role. And I don't think that that's taught enough, because it's always about instant gratification. What do I want? Give me what I want. Give me what I want. But if you play sports or you are on any team, you have to do what's best for the team. And that's not always what you want to do. That's not always what you were taught to do. Sometimes you have to play a role that is not what you're natural at, because that's what's the best for the team. What I find is that a lot of people don't know how to be a teammate, and they want to be married, but they don't know how to be a teammate, or a good teammate. And I think that's one of the bigger problems here. I also say that a lot of people just want to be married, but they don't really understand what it takes to be married. I meet a lot of women, and I hate to just put this on women because men do this too, but I see this a lot with women. They just want to be married. It's like, I want to be married. Okay. But marriage comes with stuff. Like, marriage is not easy. Marriage is not, we say I do and it's ice cream and cupcakes. It's a role. There's a role. There's a responsibility. And it's not easy. It's not an easy thing, and I think that we just want the role because it makes us feel good. You somebody's wife, but that's not, what does that even mean? You know what I'm saying? Like, most of the women that I watch on these shows, and I'm not saying all of them, because some of them, they get it, but you see the Married at First Sight, you see these Love is Blind show, you see all these different women. Y'all not even willing to sacrifice for your friends. You know what I'm saying? Y'all not even willing to do things for your friends. How are you going to sacrifice for a man? Oh, he do this, he do that. Like, like, you have to, like, you're not ready. You're just not ready. And unfortunately, the way that we're breeding women and men today is not conducive or the best for lasting relationships, especially in the Black and brown community. That's just how I see it. Because of the music that is being put out here, there's a deeper agenda. They don't want us to have homes that are together. Okay? They just don't. They want us to have broken homes. They want us to be out here just moving around. That's what they want. That's why the music that they put behind, or the money that they put behind the music, is what it is. And of course, people, you could say whatever you want, but I believe that that's the reason why we have the influences that we have for young women in the minority community, and the influence we have for men in the minority community, because they don't want you to get married and to have successful relationships. That's just how I feel. And so when I say they, which Isaiah, you've been on all my lives, you know what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is the machine. Okay? Music is pushed by a machine. Most artists that are signed to labels, they're not independent. They're going to be pushed by a machine. Okay? Just like you might hear a song one time, you might not like it, but if they push a song long enough or as many times enough, they can make that song hot, because it's the law of repetition. It's a psychological fact that if I hear it or see it enough, I might buy it. I might start liking it. That's just what it is. And so I think that there's an agenda to the music that's put out to minority communities, and that's to be able to keep the people at the top, people at the bottom. Like I just saw the other day, I got on this conversation the other day, really. And, they were talking about people and things like that. I was like, okay, what is the wealthiest race in America? Is the most married race in America. It is what it is. I don't care if they got several, several billion. They're getting married. 86% of billionaires and 85% of millionaires. They might get married multiple times, but I promise you they're going to stay married. And there's a reason for that. There's an agenda for that. I'm not going to get into that today. There is benefits to men being married. but they don't want people of certain communities to be seen in a certain light, so they don't push marriage in that community. That's just what it is. You go into a business meeting and you're married, they look at you differently. It is what it is. As a man, and women, we get benefits too, but men for sure get benefits for being married. It just, but in certain communities, it's not pushed. What's pushed is violence. What's pushed is singleness. What's pushed is hypersexuality. What's pushed is all these other things. Nothing about marriage is pushed. And there's a reason for that. There is. But again, that's just what it is. So that's my little soapbox. I'm gonna get off of this. That's just that. If somebody said, what are the benefits? Look it up. There's a reason why Trump has got married 3 times. There's a reason why Jeff Bezos, the richest man in America, is getting married again. He's worth $248 billion. He gave half to his first wife, and he's still the richest man in America. Going in between him and, was it Elon Musk? He's not the richest man in America. He's the richest man in the world. Excuse me. My bad. Richest man in the world. In fact, if you look at it, can y'all see me? I need to get off this topic, y'all. I'm going to get kicked off. Y'all, I'm gonna stop. Because I'm gonna get kicked. I don't want to get in trouble. I'm not gonna get in trouble. I'm getting off the topic. Let me get back. Yeah, that was weird. I'm not gonna keep going with this. I'm not. Because this is a soapbox. It's me, okay? I'm just saying. I didn't mean, and I didn't even mean it, I wouldn't even say nothing bad about Trump at all. I wouldn't say anything negative about him. I'm saying he's married. That's a fact. I'm not even trying to say anything negative. I'm just saying. I'm just saying that we don't push marriage in certain communities, and I feel like that's not to our benefit. All right, let's get to another question. I'm sorry, y'all. No, you can Google the reasons how it benefits men to be married. You could Google it. Google it. It's Googleable. Just companies are more likely to do business. If you look at a LeBron James or a Steph Curry, they're marketable. People trust married men. Now, does that mean they're trustworthy? I don't know if they are or they're not. But people look at them as trustworthy because they're married. They give off the sense of being stable. They give off the sense of being loyal. They give off the sense of being something that you can confide in, that you can trust. Okay, so because of that, married men, by statistics, you can look it up, make more money. Most times when somebody goes into office, what do? If they're single, they get married. They're, a preacher, they're probably going to get married. There's just certain things that people do when they're trying to get further in the business world. They get married because it's just looked at as something that is they just trust. It just is. And you don't have to like it. But it is what it is.